we have smashed this unbelievably. Amazing. It's the quickest I've ever done it in. So welcome back to the North York Moors, welcome back to the Lyke Wake Walk. If you watched my channel previously, you've seen that I've done this on 2 occasions, one unsuccessfully, and last year I did it with a wild camp. But myself and Di, we're back again. We're going to try and do it all in one go today. The time now is 3 minutes past 5. I think we're going to do this in about 16 to 17 hours, but anything could happen. So we've just parked up, we're kitted up, and just let's see how this goes. But the weather forecast is set to be fantastic today, really good. And as you can see, we haven't got jackets on. It's still a little bit cool, but if this is a sign for the things to come, be perfect. For those of you who don't know what the Lyke Wake Walk is, it's a route that was devised in 1955 and it's 40 miles long. It goes from Osmotherley, just outside of Osmotherley anyway, where we've parked at Cudbeck Reservoir, and goes all the way to the telephone mast over at Ravenscar. It's 40 miles door to door. If you watched my channel before, you'll have seen that I've done it last year. I did it on my own, I did it unsupported, but I did it with a wild camp. Well, the intention's not to wild camp today. And if we do see us wild camping, it means something's gone terribly wrong. So the original challenge gave you 24 hours in which to complete it, and I think we'll comfortably do that. But you want to do it in as much daylight as possible, and if we could have got our asses out of bed a little bit earlier, we'd have had a fantastic sunrise. But it's early enough, and we've got all the daylight. It won't even start getting dark till about 9:30 anyway. So we're well equipped, we've got loads of food, loads of water. We're going to probably stop off at the Lion Inn for a little bit of refreshment part way through. Non-alcoholic, you know how I roll. It's set for a good day. But don't take this as a guide. It's just me documenting the journey today for me and Di. And if you can use it and use it as a bit of a pointer and give you some tips for your own crossing, then fair play to you. But it has fallen out of popularity over the last few years, particularly with the rise of the coast to coast being so popular now. There are other crossings within the North York Moors that are a little bit more favourable. Particularly when you consider, once you get beyond the Lion, there isn't really anything else. It's not really that easy to divert to other villages. So if you need to tap out, you're quite limited with what you can do. Well, fingers crossed we won't tap out today, mate.
You won't be tapping anything, mate.
And if you know the route, you'll know the first 10 miles are the most hilly. And you can do the route in either direction. We've decided again to do it from west to east. Means that you get the hilly section done when your legs are at the most freshest. But there are some really long stretches to do where it's relatively flat. There's a couple of boggy crossings, and fitness isn't going to be the limiting factor today, I can assure you. It's all in here. It's a mental game. Don't look up. The coast when you see it, and the sea and that mast doesn't get any closer. You've got to put that to the back of your mind. You just got to focus on putting one foot in front of the other. Keep moving forward. So we're at the top of Carlton Bank. It's a bit blustery, but nothing outrageous. So we're going to get something to eat and take 5 minutes. Just enjoy the views. It's superb. Peanut butter and banana bagel.
That's what I've got.
So this is the top of Kringle Moor. 7:47. So not bad. We're not going to break any records, but we're not going to come in last, I don't think. Just looks fantastic. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know how much this walk, this area and this landscape means to me. I don't need to tell you. See over there in the distance, you've got Rosebery Topping as well, but we don't go anywhere near that. So this is the Wainstones. The amount of times that I've done this recently, I'm due some decent weather. At least I can see where I'm going. But that wind is particularly strong. What you find when you do the Lyke Wake Walk, or the coast to coast for that matter, there's no respite from the weather, there's nowhere to shelter. You just have to grin and bear it. And the other good thing about this is that they've waymarked the path through here, so it makes route finding a bit easier. Mate, when we get to the bottom of here, and before we start the next descent, I think that's probably going to be around 10 miles.
Have a coffee, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we've just done a fraction over 10 miles. It's a fraction past 9:05. So going 4 hours, we're going to have a proper rest here at this bench, out of the wind. Going to make a brew, bought my OEXE Aero. So we'll get some hot coffee, recharge our batteries again, and then we're good to go. Got Blowworth Crossing to come. I don't think either of us are looking forward to it. It's just going to be a case of heads down and keep moving forward. Anyway, here's what it is. So approaching the highest point of the walk. Tried to point this out to you before on previous videos, but it's always been thick clag. But if you just have a look over that way, that's the top of Round Hill, 454 metres. So we bypass that. Unless you want to go and bag it.
Go and bag what?
The summit.
I've been on enough summits with you, Jace. But my face might tell that I'm not enjoying this, but I'm actually loving it. And for anybody who's thinking of doing it, first 10 miles isn't a walk in the park. Once you get them out of the way, it's plain sailing, apparently.
So we made it to Blowworth Crossing. Quick time check. 10:31. We've got about 5 miles, maybe 6, to get to the Lion Inn at Blakey, where we're going to have a resupply with some water, get some coffee, just chill out for a bit. And anyone that's done the coast to coast, or the Lyke Wake Walk, or the Cleveland Way, to a certain extent, although the turn off for that was back there, will know how mind-numbing this can be. And it really is a case of just getting your head down and crunching out those miles. So I think that's what we're going to do. And if we can get a pace going, we can make a little bit more time back. Just allows us a little bit more time to rest. Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you. Lucozade tablet. Feeling good?
Yeah, very good.
Excellent. Well, we're still hammering Blowworth Crossing. I think we've got about 2 miles left to do. But it's meant to be a southerly or a southwesterly wind. We just seem to be walking dead into it for ages. There's no respite. Having been up in here in all sorts of weather, I'd rather take this than anything else. Mate, can I have 2 black coffees, please? There you go, your coffee, mate.
Thanks, Jace.
Right, so we've made it to the Lion Inn. Got a big mug of coffee. Just going to relax for 5 minutes. Take a look at my feet. Can feel some hot spots on my heel. Filled up outside as well, which is great. And then we'll be good to go in about 15-20 minutes or something like that. So once you leave the Lion Inn, there's a little bit of road walking to do, a bit off-road while you follow the coast to coast, and followed by a bit more road walking. But I'm pleased to say that's over now. We've now started the crossing for Rosedale Moor, aka the Bog of Doom, and this is the crux for a lot of crossings of the Lyke Wake Walk. Cross it in good weather, it's not so bad. Cross it in bad, and it's a real war of attrition. Let's just see how we go. It has been quite dry for some time, and I don't think any recent rain will have made that much difference. And I think by the time we cross this, I think it'll be time to stop again. So just as we undertake the Bog of Doom, just a big shout out to Virginia and Henry. They're over from Canada on the honeymoon. They're doing the coast to coast. We sort of leapfrogged with them as we were crossing Blowworth Crossing. And it was lovely to speak to you. I hope you have a great time. I hope you've really enjoyed the UK and the rest of your holiday is superb. But I'm recording this now just in case we get sucked in the Bog of Doom. So be like some sort of found footage, won't it, in 2 or 3 years when someone uncovers our skeletons. But let me just turn you around. If you see there, the path is absolutely bone dry, which is good for us. Let's see how we get on. Mate, Di, have you dropped one of your gloves, mate? Right, well, we're halfway across the Bog of Doom. and it's 14:34. So we're making pretty good progress. And I have to say that the terrain's pretty good. Yeah, there's one or two spots that are a bit squelchy, but you can bypass them quite easy. And if this is as bad as it's going to get, well, bring it on. Just wanted to stop there and take a little bit of drone footage just to show you how vast and remote the landscape is, and you really are at the mercy of the elements. I think we're going to stop again in a couple of miles, just get something extra to eat and make sure that we're fueled up for the next stretch. Right, well, it's now just gone nearly 3:20. We've been going, what, 40k?
Yeah.
About 40k, so converting that into old money, probably got around about just under 15 miles left. Desperately hungry, and it wouldn't be a trip out without a Scotch egg from Appleton's. Didn't want to disappoint anyone. Oh, just nice to sit down for a bit. Right, well, we're now at the Blue Man of the Stone. It's a useful marker. Just under 14 to go, which I'm glad of. The sun's really sapping my energy, and the wind's not doing much to help either. And getting off this bog, because Wheeldale Moor is just as boggy as the other bit as well, if not a little bit more. So I've just checked the OS map again, and it's Blue Man of the Moss, not Blue Man of the Stone. So if you're looking for a visual clue, that's really well worth knowing. We made it to the junction at Ellerbeck. It's now 6:30. There's still a little way to go. Probably, I think about 7 miles. I think we're both feeling it. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
You feel alright?
Well, just that last section's
Yeah.
not the best.
And that's 10 miles of boggy ground, really slowing you down, and it does take it out of you. And there's no respite from the sun.
It's been windy as well.
Yeah, it has been windy, mate, and there's just has been no let up from it, has there? We're going to have this coffee. Di has very kindly made some Barra Brith. So a bit of a specialty.
Proper Barra Brith.
Proper Barra Brith, proper Welsh Barra Brith. So I'm going to get stuck into this. Should give us enough energy to finish off. So I'm absolutely battered, but it's what it is. One big climb all the way down to the coast. Beautiful.
Like it?
So this is Lillicross, and I didn't think we were ever going to reach it, but we found a bit of extra energy, and I think we're going to finish strong. And it's pretty much all the way down to the coast now, apart from Jugger How, and the time is 19:42. I think there's about 5 miles left, or something similar. So I would imagine finishing the next 2 hours is a distinct possibility. That'll bring us under 17 hours for completion, well under, so I'm really pleased with that. Well, we've made it to Jugger How, and we've got just this last little climb to do. Yeah, it's a bit of a sting in the tail, but it's not as if we weren't expecting it. And my feet are hurting. Surprising, really. We set off at 5 past, and it's now 21:40. So that's 16 hours, 35 minutes. Got the very, very last of the light, and my feet are crying. So, how are you feeling?
It's harder than I thought actually. The last 15 miles, certainly, it just never ended.
Yeah, I agree. And the mast never seems to get any nearer, does it? So I'll make sure I post the link to the OS map route below. If you have enjoyed it and you've watched it this far, fair play to you. Leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment below, let me know if you've done it or you're planning on doing it. And don't forget to subscribe if you've not done so already. I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to get in the car. I've got some sandwiches waiting for me. And I don't think I'll take much rocking tonight. I love you lots.